Now, here's the MLBBro TV show, the best from MLBBro.com with Rob Parker. Let's go.
Welcome to the weekend. There were so many great stories on MLBBro.com this past week. In case you missed some, we'll take a look back. Let's start here. On first to third, Mark Gray introduces us to the Cubs' new PA announcer, and he's a brother.
The next time you're at Wrigley Field cheering for your beloved Cubbies and you get to the seventh inning for the stretch, the man who will be urging you to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" will be an MLB bro. I'm Mark Gray, congratulating Jeremiah Paprocki for becoming the first African-American public address announcer in the history of the Chicago Cubs. The 21-year-old Chicago native and student at University of Illinois of Chicago earned the right after sending an audition tape in, and he got the call of a lifetime for him while on a trip to Miami.
Playing in right field, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Who would think the trip would get better than South Beach? It only could if it was your lifelong dream on the other side. And that's what it was for young Jeremiah, who now gets to watch his favorite team from the friendly confines of Chicago's North Side, and he's fast-tracking towards becoming a bro you need to know. He gives credit to his mother for creating the passion for him by taking him out to the ballpark. Good job, Mom, for giving Jeremiah Paprocki the support and motivation to become the Cubs' first black public address announcer at the cool young age of 21. That future is so bright.
On Homeboy Highlights, New York Yankees right fielder Aaron Judge is the king of the week. This week's homeboy is Yankee right fielder Aaron Judge. Man, is he swinging a hot bat. He currently has a 6-game hitting streak. He has 12 hits in his last 21 at-bats, and he's batting .571. With those hits, Aaron Judge is swinging a hot home run bat as well. He has 4 home runs in his last 3 games, and now it's tied for the Major League lead with 12. On the season, Judge now is batting .298 with 12 home runs and 24 RBIs. Best of all, the Yankees are winning during his hot streak. The Yankees have won 4 of their last 6. That's why Aaron Judge is this week's homeboy. If you haven't checked out the MLBBro Show podcast, get on it. Host J.R. Gamble gives you a unique take on black baseball in the major leagues.
This is another episode of the MLBBro Show mixtape podcast, where we bring you the latest and greatest in black and brown MLB ballers. It's the Soul Glow Show with the stats, facts, and dynamic acts of the melanated diamond miners that comprise 7% of the game, but 100% of the heart and hustle.
On Debatable with Mark Gray, Manny Brown makes his debut and talks about the best black pitchers in the game.
And my number 2 starter is Marcus Stroman, another Met. Probably been the 3rd best pitcher on the staff this year. The Mets have a really good pitching staff. I think they lead the National League in ERA. Obviously, DeGrom, can't even say nothing about him, obviously. But Taijuan Walker, who I mentioned earlier, now Marcus Stroman, he's kind of come back to earth a little bit because he got off to a really hot start to start the season. His first 3 starts, he was lights out. You know, he's kind of had a couple clunkers here and there. So he's doing really well, man. He's earning that contract. He signed that 1-year qualifying offer to come back to the Mets. So he's earning his money so far. He's given us innings. He's been dominant.
Stroman, to me, is my number 1 starter. The swag, the do-rag, the drop it in the bucket after a strikeout. And if I need somebody to get me a dub in a critical situation, the way he carries himself like a bulldog.
Finally, is it foul or is it fair for broadcasters to snitch and tell the viewers they're watching a no-hitter? I'm Rob Parker, and I say it's fair that broadcasters tell the fans they're watching a no-hitter. That's their job. to communicate. They're not on the bench with the pitchers. Are you kidding me? And I'm not alone. Mariners play-by-play broadcaster Dave Sims, who has called 2 no-hitters in the last 14 days, agrees with me.
If I bought into that, Rob, I wouldn't be doing my job. I'm a reporter. Come on, you and I go back to our newspaper days in New York at the Daily News. We're reporting. I understand it. Have they adhered to it in the dugout? You don't talk to the pitcher if he's working on a no. I get it. But I'm broadcasting. I'm not narrowcasting. And here's the other thing. When a guy's got a no-no going, and I checked, sure as we're sitting here talking to each other, you take a no-no into the 6th inning, every sports website has a banner or some kind of notation on their scoreboard, on their page, no-hitter in progress. I mean, who's kidding who here? Come on.
That's our show for this week. I'm Rob Parker. We'll see you again next weekend. And all week long, check in on MLBBro.com for the best coverage of black and brown major leaguers.